Hi everyone, today we are going to learn web scraping in Go language. So first we'll understand what is web scraping. In simple words, web scraping is writing the code to extract the data from any website or any web page. Suppose this is the web page we have and as we can see we have a lot of data in this web page. We have hyperlinks, we have titles, we have a normal text, then we have some bullet points and some other references links we have in this web page. Suppose I have lot of similar Wikipedia pages and I want to scrap the data from that. So I won't be manually doing this. I'll be writing the code and I'll be automating the process to scrap the data from these web pages. So whatever we can see on this web page, whatever the options we have, as we can see an option to get the data in multiple languages. So all these options we can avail while web scraping, and all this data I can scrap automatically by writing the code in Go language or any other programming language. So this is the web scraping. This web scraping consists of three components. What all the three components? This is HTTP request, HTML parsing, and data storage. In HTTP request, we will be getting the data from the web page. So by using HTTP protocols, GET, POST, if by using these protocols, we will be extracting the data from web pages. Now in the second step, HTML parsing, we will be extracting specific data from the HTML. As we saw the Wikipedia page, but I won't be requiring the complete data, some specific data, suppose hyperlinks or titles, some bullet points. This type of the information I want to get. So I will be extracting the specific data from the entire web page content in HTML parsing stage. Once I get the required data, once I extract all the required data from the web page, then we will jump on the third step where we will be saving the data. We will save the extracted data in some variable, if it is small in size, or in CSV file, in Excel, in PDF, in Word, or in database. Like there are a lot of storage medium we have. So ultimately we will be storing the extracted data that we got from the web pages. So complete web scraping is divided into these three steps. HTTP request, that will be extracting the data from web page. Then HTML parsing, where we will be extracting the specific data from the entire HTML content. And the data storage, where we will be storing the extracted data. To work with web scraping, Golang provides multiple library support such as NetHTTP that we use to extract the web page content to hit the request on a specific web page. Then three other libraries we have GoQuery, Colli, and Rod that supports to extract the data from web page and helps to parse the same data. Today we will focus on NetHTTP and GoQuery library, and in the next video we'll see how can we scrap the data with the Colli library. Let's jump to the code editor. So this is the code I have written to extract the data from this particular web page. In this web page, basically I am looking for a specific text and I am extracting that specific text here. What is this text about? So first visit this web page. This is the web page from which I want to extract this particular data. How will I extracting this data? I will check the HTML source code of this particular web page. And here we can see that the example domain we have given. So this text we have to extract. Let's open this source code. You can use Ctrl-U option as well. This is the shortcut key to get the source code of any web page. And here I'll search example domain. So here we have given the title of this page and where I'm getting the data here. In this header, they have given example domains, and here in paragraph, we are getting the complete data. But this all the things they have given in this div tag, where the class is help article. So in my code, I will be targeting this class help article, and I will extract all the data that comes under this div tag whose class is help article. Let's see the code. How can we target this particular class and extract this complete data? In my code, first of all, I have imported two libraries, NetHTTP. It will help to put the GET request on this specific web page and extracting the data. Second is the GoQuery that will help me to parse and extract the required data. So Here I am using this HTTP library, HTTP GET request I am putting. So HTTP protocol is GET here, and here I have given the web page URL that I want to extract to. It will be giving two response. First is the response, that means the body of the web page, and second is the error if any issues arises. If error is not nil, then it will log an error with the fatal priority. This is the highest priority of logging the errors. That means we got something that is blocking an application or a program and it needs to terminate immediately. So whenever it is getting the log.fatal, immediately it will terminate the code. So here first I am checked that if the response.status code is 200 or not. If it is 200, that means we have successfully authenticated and put the request on this particular web page. If the status code is not 200, that means we are again getting some error while requesting the web page. If everything goes okay, that means if we are getting the 200 response, that means we can extract the body content. So here, with the use of GoQuery, I have created a new module where I am passing response.body. And in doc variable, I will be getting all the content of the web page. Here we are getting all the content from the web page. Now here, I will be extracting the required data only. As I told that I will be focusing on that specific class. So here I have given the class name help article. How it will be identified that this is a class name? By giving this dot. So dot says that we are looking for a class. If I am giving hash here, that means we are trying to find any ID where the ID name is help article. So this is the difference between hash and dot here. Since I am looking for a class help article, so I will give dot and the class name is help article. So what I am saying, in this doc, I have to find the class help article, and suppose if we have multiple classes with this particular name, so I will be extracting each of the class here. Now corresponding to each help article, it will be creating a GoQuery selector, and the selector name is S. This is similar to for loop as we iterate over an array or slice or dictionary. Similarly, we are iterating over multiple selections. This is one of the selection we are getting S, and then since we have to extract all the text that comes under this help article class, here I am saying s.text that I will be storing in this title variable. So in this way, first we are hitting the get request on this web page, then we'll check the status code. If the status code is 200, then I will be getting complete web page content on this variable doc. In this doc variable, I will be finding a specific class help article, and from this class, from this specific selector, I will be extracting all the text that I want to extract and will store it in this title variable. Let's run the code. So what it is saying, no required module provide package GoQuery. Here I have imported GoQuery, but I do not have it installed. How can I install it? This is a command I can use. I'll mention this command in description as well. And here it started installing GoQuery module. Okay, GoQuery library is installed. Let's run it again. And here we got all the text that I want to extract. The data I wanted to extract was example domains, and then as described in RFC 2606, this, and we provide a web services on the example. This complete text I'm getting as an output here. So in the similar way, I can extract other kind of the data as well. Suppose you wanted to extract all the hyperlinks. Hyperlinks we give with anchor tag in HTML. So I'll give A here, that it will be finding all the anchor tag in a specific document and iterating over them. So this is an easy way to scrap the data in Go language with this GoQuery and HTTP library. In next video, we'll understand how to scrap the data with Conny library in Go language. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell for more awesome contents. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.